Hello guys, welcome back to Movie Coasters. My name is Anderson, and today I'm going to be pinning, I'm gonna have a weird battle today. I'm going to be pinning, the Great America wooden coasters against, the Kings Island wooden coasters. They have some pretty good collections, among each other, but we're gonna find out who has the better wooden coaster collection. So, it's not about the most track, which Kings Island claims to have, or even the best, I was about to say best coasters, that's exactly what it's about. So if you guys want to strap on for more rides, just like this, we'll say videos, not rides. If you want to strap in for some more videos, comment below and subscribe, because both of those things I'd really appreciate, and if you want to get a future shout out, comment below. So today I'm going to be looking at comparing various groups of wooden coasters before deciding who has the best? Question mark. So yeah, let's get straight into it today. We're gonna start with the big racing wooden coasters today. So it's gonna start with Racer at Kings Island versus American Eagle. So when I pair these two, what am I looking for? Wait, what am I? I'm just kidding. I'm looking for who's the better ride, who's less rough, and who is just more enjoyable. Also, I prefer that they race, but we obviously know one of them doesn't. So let's look through them. So first, who has the better layout? I would personally say that, well, Racer on the top looks like on the surface. You look at Racer, it looks like a straightforward, good layout. But I really do think when it comes to the racing aspects, Racer is 3 airtime hills, separate turnarounds, and then 2 more airtime hills. Whereas I think American Eagle, it has, I feel like, a little more character. You have the first 3 or so airtime hills, then the turnaround, you slow down, and you gradually speed up, which allows you to kind of, race again, and you meet back right in the center of the track, doing a few more airtime elements together. I do believe they separate for a little bit. I should have looked up the layout ahead of time. That's like 90% of my videos. Should have looked it up ahead of time. Smart thinking, dude. Okay, anyway. So you meet back in the middle, a little bit more airtime hills, a little bit more, okay, and then it finishes. So that's a pretty good layout, and I feel like that has more character with the slow section in the middle. However, the main problem with that is that it cannot race, but that'll come up in a future category. American Eagle takes 0.1 they don't take a point, they take, they take the first section of this battle. Next is going to be, we'll go for racing. So who is the better racing experience? Well, American Eagle does not race. Racer gets this section. Then finally, for racers, I feel as though it is also about the roughness, because you can't look over if you're constantly being jackhammered. So let's look at who is less rough. Easy one, guys. I'm sorry for all you Racer fans. I really hate on Racer, but American Eagle feels to me a lot smoother. So American Eagle is going to take the first point. Yes, I said point, not section, point. Now, let's look over at the biggest wooden coasters in the park. Play rock music over this, Alexa. Okay. We're going to be looking at what are the best coasters that in the park. Okay, let me just stop doing this. Turn off the rock music now, please. So yeah, we're going to be looking at what the best and biggest wooden coaster is in each park. So we're going to be looking at, after we determine that, we're going to be looking at Goliath on one hand at Great America and Mystic Timbers on the other hand. And as much as I love Mystic Timbers and it has so much airtime, let's do this like a regular duel instead of me just giving my opinion, because I feel like that's gonna be. Stop. My dog's sitting next to me. I'm sorry. She's sweet, but she's fat. Dog shaming. But yes, let's go through these categories So for this, I would say it's about airtime for wooden coasters, airtime, intensity, and I'll say overall fun for these big coasters. So who has the most airtime? It's gonna have to go to Mystic Timbers for that one. It has a lot more airtime moments. Goliath has barely any airtime. The airtime Goliath's focus, I would say, is kind of its focus is inversions, and while Mystic Timbers has none, I feel like the inversions add a little bit. So let's look at intensity. Obviously, Goliath is intense all the way. As soon as you drop over, it's intense, but it's just intense for a lot of a shorter time. Whereas Mystic Timbers is gradually less intense. So I'm going to give it to Goliath here. I mean, it's a close one, because Goliath is probably a minute shorter. I'd have to check, but should have read that ahead of time. I'd have to check, but I'm going to give Goliath this one. And finally, part 3, third section, is overall fun. So for this Goliath versus Mystic Timbers matchup, I'm really gonna have to give it to Goliath. And, well, actually, do I? You know, I'm gonna actually think about this. When you enter the station of Goliath, there is no theming, whereas I feel like Mystic Timbers has a lot of theming. And as you're going on the ride, I would say that that really Goliath brings a lot of the heat and a lot of the spice and a lot of the sugar. I think it's a really fun ride, and I think really what Goliath does best is its intensity. Whereas Mystic Timbers has a longer, but has a lot more fun. And however, the one thing I will say is every wooden coaster, no matter what, I brace for impact. And although Mystic Timbers isn't rough, one day it will be, and I think just that bracing on every wooden coaster brings down the fun level of it. I am going to have to give it to Great America, but if the Beast and their kiddie coaster can bring it back, everything is going to be fine for Kings Island, folks. So next matchup is Beast versus Viper. And I think really this is an easy one, but we'll still go through the steps. So we're looking for airtime on these wooden coasters. Then we're looking for intensity on these wooden coasters, and then we're looking for fun factor. So let's start with the airtime. I would say the Beast and Viper have equal airtime. Viper focuses on a lot more turns and twists, whereas Beast is focused on going in the woods and also focuses on kind of some turns and twists. And while I would say Viper has more airtime, which I think it does, it goes to Viper. Why did I question myself? Viper has more airtime, but there's no but. That's the category. Okay, next. Intensity. Here's where I think Beast really shines. Although it's probably not about as fast as Viper and about as crazy and tall as Viper, Beast adds the aspect of going into the woods, and that really makes the intensity level go higher. And for both of these, I'm bracing. But Beast, I don't care I'm bracing. I'm rushing through the woods and trees, and I really think that makes it easier to ride this wooden coaster and a lot more fun. So that I'm gonna have to give it over to the Beast. And finally, fun factor, which is better, which is more fun. I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Beast again. The going through the woods, the second look till, all combined to a much more longer experience and a much more fun experience. Beast takes round 3, and finally round 4, we've got the 2 kiddie coasters, Little Dipper and at Great America, and Woodstock Express, which is blue. So that's its positive note. I would say Woodstock Express is taller. But I really don't think either one of these is going to matter. This category isn't as much worth to the coaster, to the parks. Whenever I go there, these parks, these lines are less than 5 minutes, 2 trains at max. So I really don't think that this battle matters as much. But we'll act like it. No, I'm not going to make myself edited music. Okay. Here you go. we've got the matchup of the century, Woodstock Express versus Little Dipper. Let's start with it. Airtime. No airtime on either of them, so it's a draw. Intensity. Neither of them are intense. That's a draw. Fun factor. Neither of them are fun. It's a draw. So that one is going to be a draw, leading to Great America to take the win today. I know that's a little cheap way to end it, guys. I'm sorry, but which of those are those really worth a full point? And honestly, I was gonna give Goliath like 1.5 points. So really, any way you slice it, for Kings Island, you done. You lost. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for this battle. I mean, I know it's kind of a dumb way to end it, and I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, but at least we had fun. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys next time on Midwest Coaster. Subscribe, like, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you guys next time. Comment below for a shout out. I keep saying bye. Bye.